Hey y'all, I'm Wendy and this is Pajama Days. Welcome to my channel. I am going to make some garlic cheese biscuits, a small quantity. I have about 1.5 cups of self-rising flour in my bowl, my mixing bowl. And I'm gonna put a couple of pinches of some cheese. I have some 2 cheese Mexican style taco blend, shredded cheese, and I'm not measuring, I'm just gonna toss them in there. And I have some buttermilk, but it's almost empty. And I prefer buttermilk because I love the taste of a buttermilk biscuit. And I think the flavor is way better if it's got buttermilk in it. But I've also got some half and half, just in case my buttermilk's not enough liquid. I do not put butter or Crisco in my garlic biscuits because I try to use full fat buttermilk, and between the cheese and the buttermilk there should be enough fat. I've just got the half and half out in case I don't have enough buttermilk to mix it up. So I'm gonna turn my phone down and let you see what I'm doing. I have, like I said, 1.5 cups of flour. And I'm not measuring, I'm just putting not even a handful because it's a small quantity. I'm just doing a little bit. I like a lot of cheese, but I usually use more flour. Maybe that could use a little bit more. There we go. I would guess that's 1/3 cup to 1/2 cup of cheese, but I'm really not sure. I'm not the greatest guesstimator. Pardon my messy little bag down there. That is muffins that I showed. My only other cooking video I've done was muffins. Oh, that might have been too much. Let's see. No, maybe not. If you've ever made biscuits or you watched your mom make biscuits growing up, then you probably know what biscuit dough should look like. And I just mix it up until it looks right. I don't pat these out and cut them and all that. I just do them like drop biscuits, and I think that's gonna be plenty of buttermilk. I'm just gonna drop these on a small pan that I use in my toaster oven. My oven has been cooking dark on the bottom and not browning on the top. So I'm gonna do these in my toaster oven, and I will put a picture in the comments. I am not comfortable yet with editing, so I am just doing a straight up real-time video, and I am gonna work on editing though, because I watch a good many YouTubers when I'm resting, and the quality is just better when you can piece things together and cut out the little spaces when you pause and you're not saying anything. That one looks a little small. So, oh, that one looks a little small too. A little bit more. over here. And I'm gonna pop these in the toaster oven and wash my hands. And I will put a picture in the comments. I wanna tell you a couple things, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop these in. One thing you may notice that I had foil on my pan. That keeps my pan clean and I don't have to wash it. If I do something like bacon in the oven in a pan, sometimes it'll get a little tiny hole in it and there'll be bacon grease on the pan, and then of course I would wash that. But that's a little thing I do for convenience to make life a little bit easier for me. When you have taken hormone blockers and you suffer from fatigue, you just find ways to make life a little easier. One thing I do is I don't fix my hair in the morning. I try to keep a perm so that I can wash it or wet it and go. And that makes life a little bit easier for me. Another thing I do is I dress for comfort. I am not interested in wearing heels. I am not interested in looking like whatever the current fashion trend is. I wear Crocs a lot, and if you don't like Crocs, oh well, that doesn't concern me much because I dress for comfort. And I am going to forgive myself for taking care of myself a little bit, because you have to roll with the punches. A cancer diagnosis is not going to be the end for me. Taking the medicine that I take to prevent cancer in the future, I hope, is very tiresome, and 5 years is a long time to be tired, but it's something that I'm willing to do for my family. I am cancer free, and I don't absolutely have to take this medicine because it's not fighting cancer, it's preventing cancer. And I'm willing to do that to be around for my family as long as I can. And so in doing so, I've got to deal with fatigue. So I'm gonna do little things that help me make life easier. If it's not sweeping my kitchen floor as often, then so be it. I'm still gonna sweep it and I'm still gonna mop it, but not as often as I used to. I'm still going to be clean, of course, but if I don't have to wash my hair every single day, it's not a huge deal if I skip a day, because heaven knows, after you turn 50, especially if you're on hormone blockers, your scalp gets drier. So, those are some things I do to cope, and fixing a little treat like some garlic cheese biscuits. That's just a little thing. I mean, I don't do it often because I don't need them, and I'm not gonna pig out on them, but my child who is at home, he really likes them, and so I'm willing to do that, not just for me, but for my family also. It seems like there was something else I was gonna say that came to mind, and it left as quick as it came. That's okay. I can say it later. I'm not gonna make this long. Like I said, I will put a picture of the biscuits in the comments so you can see, and I hope y'all have a great day.